I mean, this could be a Cloud9 win. This could be the first North American victory here so far in PEC. They've got 4 players up. DKG are down to 3
that's a
with
big
one
nade
needing a
too.
res. That is a ridiculously good pair of nades from C9. Beowulf and Percocet both find knocks onto DKG players.
They do. That is 2 players down from DKG. One bleeding out on the deck, ways away. He won't be picked up. And the confirm comes out from Uneven's nade onto Mad GG.
To look at, we do have, at least in theory, Tempo and Sol both going to Picado, Cloud9 up in El Pozo, but in scrims, they were apparently being pushed out of El Pozo. Omen, Unique, Fnatic, and DKG all drop in the same spot. Omen and Unique in the same spot as well. Our 2 teams on the bottom is very tough. We'll have to see if that is indeed the way that it plays out, but that's the really big contest to look at. We do have, at least in theory, Tempo and Sol both going to Picado, Cloud9 up in El Pozo, but in scrims, they were apparently being pushed out of El Pozo and they might end up having to loot elsewhere. Either way, map is up, flight is up. We are heading from the northeast to the southwest, ending up just over the prison island, and already a bunch of our teams are leaving the plane.
Yeah, this is perfect for all the teams, really. This is almost the optimal plane route for this map. It gets everyone where they need to be. No one's going to be left too hungry at the start of this game. Maybe if you're dropping off at the El Pozo around the trailer park, maybe Crater Field. Well, you're not going to get much loot in Crater Field anyway, so unlucky there, buddies. But so El Pozo's a bit of a stretch.
C9 there, by the way, we can see that they have indeed been pushed out of El Pozo, and that was something that I heard from scrims yesterday, is that in map 1 they didn't drop El Pozo, got pushed out. Map 2 they tried to and got destroyed by another team who had noticed they weren't there and got there first. So they've been pushed out, and they are now looting over at Tierra Bronco by the looks of things. So they're nowhere near their normal loot spots, so I'll have to see how that's going to affect C9 in the long run. But as the plane path comes to its conclusion, we do have all of our teams out, and Fnatic and Sol have dropped a few players on top of each other, but Amam wants none of that. He's gone.
Yep, he's wise to get out of there too, as the Joker is in the area. Scout with the Joker skin on, as well as a handgun, would have probably loved to have found a mine there without any loot early on. This is, of course, going to be up near San Martin. Early days, though, in the tournament. Only 2 games done. Well, I say early days, but 2 games done. We're talking 25% of the tournament
exactly.
done.
Like, we're so used to tournaments in this sort of area being so much longer form and having, like 10, 12 games in the one, like in the group stage before moving into anything else. PEC here is 8 games and done. So as you say, we are a quarter of the way through with the conclusion of our first 2 island games. The circle is up. It's over to the east. My dreams of ending up on the Eastern Islands are once again shattered.
Yeah, it hasn't quite shifted hard enough for those Eastern Island finishes. I don't think we'll see one, given that we only have 4 games on Miramar. I can't see any team severely disadvantaged by this, really. No one chose to drop on that military island. Unique did choose to move themselves over to El Pozo, but the rotations on this map are quite kind. The cars are quite kind. The roads are quite... Yeah, so it is pretty easy to get into the first few circles.
Now, things that are interesting for me off the bat, DKG have been left alone in what we thought was going to be a potential 4-team clash in Chimusera. This is obviously based off scrim results, all that sort of thing, how teams are feeling, but Fnatic are much further up north. Who else was supposed to be there? Omen and Unique. Unique are
They went to El Pozo.
Yeah, they're just below El Pozo, so they're the ones who pushed C9 out, as far as I can tell. And who else am I looking for? Omen Elite.
They're up in the northern area of Hacienda.
They are indeed. Yes, they had to move as well. So
water treatment area.
DKG have got pretty much that entire southwestern part of the map to themselves, essentially. Mega Conqueror are down there as well, but
it's not
they
going to help them too much, though.
Do like to drop at Puerto Paraiso. That one always ruins me. I can't say it, but they've been able to drop down there. They're in 2-2 split at the minute, but they've got all the time in the world to loot.
Yeah, that Chimusera area is quite popular because the rotations are quite easy to get into the first few zones. Of course, it's not in the first zone, so DKG will have to get their skates on and eventually find their way in.
Team a competent team up here who have got themselves good long-range firepower and ammo and the skill to hit the shots. It's going to be very difficult to deal with. Speaking of difficult to deal with, Zute going to be grenades coming his way from Synergy. It is a 2v4 though for him and Carnage.
Yeah, and Synergy will know that this is where Omen are sitting, and they'll also know that they're two-man strong. You see Austin on the flank, really. Schreider on the high ground as well. So this is good positioning at the moment from Synergy. They have the one player close up. That's a very well done, but closing that door there, very important actually. It's one of the nuances to try and avoid getting naded in the face, as Zute does manage to do that very quickly. But he's under pressure now as they know his location, and Carnage, well,
can't move.
He's pinned down, and if he does try to move, the player from Synergy right under him will hear him as he actually enters the house. A little bit of a breach going on. This is brave.
I mean, the thing is, Synergy can risk it. They can go for this info play, and Sivvy's got to be feeling pretty good about, at minimum, a 1-for-1 here. And if he can trade, at least his team in a very good
He
spot.
spotted Zute.
He does
Zute
exactly
on the cross.
know where Zute is. Zute's going to put some shots through and go away. Does cobble one board around the corner of the building, but will be hiding it out. And now, essentially, Zute's just got to try and get out, make the timing for Carnage to come in. He will be able to get in, get that frag, but there's the trade even coming through. Sivvy's going to get confirmed, so it's at least something for Omen Elite, but Schreider's going to go straight in. They're trying to clean up the last few players on Omen here, and that would be another devastatingly low point game if they go out.
Another Molotov rains in onto the top floor. The nades will start piling out. They're actually just missing. That's so unfortunate. But Zute's scared off the res too. He's now going to drop a nade out the window himself. He can hear the players all around him. He would be terrified in this situation. No players tried to breach in yet. Carnage takes a lot of damage. And he goes down to the nade. Schreider manages to find the right angle. Now it is Zute versus 3 from Synergy. What can the young in-game leader from Omen do in this situation? He's managed to find himself out of the building. He might have just juked him. He might have just sold him a dummy. No, he hasn't. He's going to get around the corner, but it's not going to be enough. The drop shot does come in. Takes out Austin, but is not enough, and he goes down. Schreider has cleaned up 2 or 3 of Omen, and they're down once more. Unfortunate stuff for them as they go out with 1 elimination point to their name.
And that was, I mean, as much as this sounds horrible, all things considered, that was better for Omen. They were in the fight, as much as it was a 2-on-4. They played that one okay. And if Zute hadn't been scared off that res, which, by the way, great work from Synergy to do so, but if he gets that res, then maybe they're in with a chance in that fight. But better from Synergy, of course, to be able to lock Omen out. And I think for Omen, I mean, it's still doable to make it back into this tournament, back into a competitive place. But currently sitting at 3 points off 3 games, it's not a good start.
No, not the ideal start, but again, they are coming into this tournament with nothing to lose, so there's no expectations on them. They're just going out guns blazing, it seems, which is good stuff. They did get picked off by Team K, so that was a really unfortunate thing. I think if Synergy and Omen were left to their own devices, maybe Omen could have had a better showing in that fight.
I agree.
But with Team Queso on the high ground picking off Sixless and Wi-Fi, it was really unfortunate for them, as we see these 2 squads for the 3rd game in a row taking fights at each other as Coolboy has picked off Marco in the kill feed and taken his elimination as well. Manprung is laying on the deck, but this is going to be a lot of information now for Svano, a player that claimed 13 kills in our last game.
Drax is in a very risky spot there. Bails out of his car just as it explodes, but now 4am, or at least Svano, know exactly where he is. Stuck to the other side, getting some long-range fire support in as well. And this is a very difficult spot now for Yudo Gang, who had a really good first game. Second game, they went out in last place with 0 points, 0 elims. So while they did have a good start to the tournament, they don't want to go out early again here. They need to turn that trend around, and they will at least get the knock onto Svano. So they're starting to relieve this pressure a little bit, but there's a lot of work before they can be rid of this oppressive team of 4am.
Yeah, 4am dealing with an unfortunate third party as well, as one of the XQF members is on the high ground taking shots at him, taking shots from the high ground. Jumper manages to escape there. I thought for sure he was going to go down. Drax also hitting the deck pretty quickly. These are some of the lower players of Yudu now, as the HP bars on these players are getting very, very low. 2 players from 4am have hit the deck. Jinhee on 1 hit point, does manage to get the medkit off. He's got all the information. Surely not a 3rd game in a row where these 2 teams take a 4-on-4 fight versus each other. Scout out. That's Fnatic done.
Fnatic out in 14th, and that's not the start they would have been looking for here in our first map. And actually, first map here on this map. Match on this map, there we go. And actually that is a 0 pointer for them as well. No kills gathered before they go down. So Not good signs for Fnatic so far in our first 3 games of the day, but regardless, 4am and Yudu still getting stuck into each other here, and the nades doing great work here from 4am once again.
Yeah, it is a bit of a hellstorm at the moment, as the nades from all these 4am players, they really want to clean up this fight quickly too. They're right on the edge of the zone. They don't want to be wasting too many resources on this fight. You can see the level 3 from Sucks being undamaged at the moment. He must have picked that one up from a crate at some point. He's going to go on the flank here. He is going to get caught out by Drax, I believe. He won't expect this player as he's going for the double spray down. He does manage to get one and the second, but Drax has been spotted by Huxai in the back, and he's going to get claimed. No! Drax has managed to turn it around. Suck now has to go for his third. He is going to claim the third, down to about 3 health. And Jin here is going to find and confirm on jump, but this leaves 1 player alive. It's Fredo. What can Fredo do in this situation? Jin here playing around the rock. He will know exactly where Fredo is, and that burning car.
Orange actually nicked that first kill, or that last kill there as well, but
as Fredo's down.
There you go. That'll be Yudo leaving us in 13th this time, and for them, I think that was also a 0-pointer. So neither them or Fnatic manage anything going out very early on here.
Oh, Dexy onto Coolboy, so that's another knock for him in the books. It's Orange want to take advantage of this fight. They know it's 4am. They know there's been knocks handed out. No confirmed kills though, as Dexy does confirm Coolboy. Orange right on to 4am. They're trying to take advantage. They do get a nice nade from Pubg. He's managed to get a nade, but will they push in on this? Pubg playing very passively still. Fire and Leon on the front lines. Not looking to take advantage of this nade.
I mean, I'd be scared of 4am too at this point, given that they got 23 eliminations in the last game. You don't want to be getting too careless with how you push them here. XQF, by the way, Paraboy is just returned the damage that was done. Got some retaliation for his teammate going down by cleaning out Deck C. A little bit careful with the nade there, boys.
Yeah, that smoke didn't quite land where it was planned, but that's okay, as Tate does go out to the zone as well. That's 2 players from Team Queso knocked out very quickly. So they're down, 3 now, so that's...
Yeah, they lost 2 to the zone and 1 to Paraboy, I believe.
Yeah, well, that happens to the best of us. As Paraboy claims, I believe that is the first point for XQF. No, it's the second point of the game for them. As we see Dexy, this was Dexy onto the Fnatic car early on in the game. I believe this was the first 2 kills of the game. Double. So that was the double spray down, a double dinger for Dexy. This is one of the last players from Team K, so it is in fact the last player. Ayala, who is someone that you would want in your shoes.
Tempo Storm crashing XQF, boys. You want to be careful with this one. And XQF have actually decided they don't want any of that. They're going to be bailing on that situation, keeping all 4 players up, not risking the fight.
You better be feeling confident if you're taking that fight. And Tempo Storm, they probably would be feeling pretty confident. They've had a good first 2 games. They're looking to take advantage of that because they have to take out XQF if they want to move up in the tournament, right?
Exactly.
They've got XQF and 4am are the teams above them, as Ayala does get taken out, so he will be bowing out. 7 points for Team Queso, though. Not a bad return. But as I was saying, 4am and XQF are the teams they need to start taking out if they want to move higher up in the tournament, as Schreider goes down to the car, leaving FFQ in the advantage on this fight. Dali does go down. Chopper joins him in the grave. This is a 3rd party coming in. One of the last players from Synergy E, Austin X, has just gone down, and that might actually be them bowing out. Chopper does get confirmed by DKG. This is the fight between Orange and 4am that's been brewing for a little while, and with the blue at the back, they are forced to engage finally. 4am. Huxai does get a nice knock, and I believe it confirmed as well, so Orange are down to 3.
And they're still being cautious about engaging 4am here, right out on the edge of the zone. This is the top left of your screen of the map there.
Huxai with another one. He's starting to get chunked down now. You see that shield is gone just below the health bar. It's really taking a lot of damage. Once that's gone, you're dead, though.
And they've also still got to move it out of this zone, as you can see there on the map. Speaking of the zone, it has shifted down to the southeast. C9 are already inside there. So too, one of Unique's players. They've still got 3 more outside, though. More movement to be done. And a lot of players still fighting up here at the top of this zone. This engagement is happening almost entirely in the zone. Stork's very, very low indeed. Svano might not be able to confirm it just yet, but he will go hunting for that kill if he can find it.
Well, the knock was from the zone, so he'll want to get the last hit there to confirm the kill, and it won't manage to happen. As Viper has been knocked out. That's Team Unique versus Soul. That's one of the fights that won't really influence the top of the table, but at the bottom of the table, it is important they climb up those kills. As Team Unique have managed to claim themselves 2 elimination points so far. in this game, so going a lot better than previous results. As Dali and Hades have lined up for Moxon, and he's just mowing them down. I believe that's 2 for them, and Team Seoul get knocked out, FFQ get knocked out in rapid succession. That is a lot of points starting to be claimed by these Chinese teams, as XQF, 4am still alive. DKG also sitting at the top of the table with 4 points for this game. Nico has been found out and taken down. A rogue from Team Unique has claimed that one. As Order has been knocked down. There's so much action breaking out across this map. Paraboy being lined up, and the shot misses. Suck not quite lining it up in time. Jimmy with a nade caught in his hand is going to try and get behind this bush. Bushes don't provide hard cover, but
you're really not going to get many chances like that onto a player like Paraboy. It's so unfortunate to miss that opportunity, as he's such a big hitter for that XQF team. You've really got to get rid of him if you can. So still going to be looking for the damage here. It does so much damage towards Jimmy. Spots out these 2 players going for the res as well, but I think it's just a little bit too much cover from the car there to be able to do anything about it. And 4am will use the smoke to disengage from that one. Still though, XQF, our current, well, not quite our leaders, but right up there, bleeding just a bit. Still a bit of work to be done as the zone closes in, and most of our players have now found their way inside it as we lose Orange in 8th position.
Yeah, Pop couldn't quite get in the zone in time. Rain making his way in now. The European squad of Unique have him in his sights. Kitsune priming at nade. Rogue on the flank. He will get the knock. This is leaving Tempo Storm in a really rough position with only 1 elimination point to their name and 1 player alive in spec. It's going to have to do some big work. XQF's Jimmy has been found out by Beowulf, one of the stars I was calling to action, has found a early elimination, and he'll know now, okay, XQF over here, they're 2 players strong. They won't try and push it though, as Paraboy and Order are the 2 alive. Tempo Storm eliminated. Old Boy does manage to clean up spec in the meantime. So first blunder for Tempo Storm in the tournament. Really hasn't been too many mistakes from them so far. We'll have to see how teams below them can take advantage of that. Teams like Cloud9, DKG as well, another one of those teams very close to Tempo Storm.
I mean, the big teams that are left here that this matters for right now are Unique and Mega. They're the 2 teams currently in this top 6 who haven't really got anything done so far in PEC. 4am have already had a chicken dinner. XQF have already had a chicken dinner. Cloud9 have been up towards the top 5 in the last couple of games. So it's pretty much only really, especially Unique and Mega as well, who haven't had the greatest of starts to the tournament. They're the ones who need to get themselves some good kills here, some good damage, and move a bit further if they can. Unique are already, though, under pressure from DKG, and that's not going to make things easy.
No, it isn't. They're getting lined up. They have 7 points to their name, but they still want so much more. XQF and 4am, 2 of the Chinese juggernauts are down to 2 players each. The rest of the lobby are 4 strong, as Mega do end up finding one of their players hitting the dirt. But now they know where 4am are. They'll know that 4am are weak, and they're pushing hard to try and get these eliminations and knock 4am out of this game. They're going to find another knock. This is going to be 1 player up. He's going to stick the res here. It looks like
they're not going to go for it.
Surely not. The nade's primed. He's going to get off the res as the nade scared him off. He does return though. He knows that Pons' angle isn't that crash hot to land that nade.
I'm amazed that Mega haven't tried to commit for this. I mean, I'm not amazed at all. I understand why they haven't. They're scared of getting third party. They're still worried about just how well 4am have been playing, but that could have been the team wipe. That said, the knock will certainly help. That is down to just 1 player, and surely this will be 4am bowing out here to the likes of Mega. Hizaki, that's a little bit too much to be done, surely, at this point. They actually are getting third party here, Mega. C9 are getting involved too, so that will be 4am out, though. They are gone, and Mega get themselves some much-needed damage.
Yeah, they finally get some points on the board, Mega. That's the first 2 kills of the game. But they are only 1 man strong. As you mentioned, Cloud9 had that third party on that engagement the whole time. Cloud9 are very wary of XQF. They managed to clean up one of the kills earlier, so they know where XQF are, and they don't want to be dealing with them. You can see the amount of respect paid to these 2 teams, 4am and XQF, is quite staggering. As they'll get a knock on them, they'll get a knock on to the player to only make it 1 remaining. They just won't push them. They're just very, very careful. Mega do manage to get both of their players back up, so those knocks not amounting to anything. C9 will be pretty disappointed with that. As you can see, Paraboy with 3 kills to his name. He'll be looking to add to that large tally of his. I believe he's in 2nd place in the kill leaderboard. Sounds about right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also worth noting, Team Unique currently with 7 eliminations for themselves. They are one of the teams who's been right down the bottom. In the previous 2 games, I believe they've garnered a grand total of 2 points. So they will certainly need to be picking things up here. And they've done that the right way. They've started off with 8 there as they get 1 more done. So Team Unique looking much, much better here as we do move into the deserts of Miramar. Cloud9 on your screens in a compound with enemies on all sides, but Paraboy has been knocked. Unique really want to find that, but wary of the third party. They know how many bullets are coming their way. Need to try and find themselves a bit more damage, and they are at least getting some good info.
Unique, down to low ammunition as well, actually. Only 4 shots left on that M24. DKG also taking shots out towards XQF. Cloud9 sitting pretty much smack bang center with the only buildings in the zone. The new zone does shift, and it's favourable for Cloud9. They're still in it, but getting out of those buildings later in the game will be quite difficult. Mega have found themselves with a little car compound and a ridge line to play with. They're going to take some shots and some nade damage, but nothing to knock them just yet, as Unique have one player lost to the zone. He will be knocked down, might be able to get back up again. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get kept down, as Paraboy gets rezzed right into another knock from Uneven. So Uneven, before the tournament even started, said he wanted that jewel, and finally, he's got one.
He's out for blood. He's like, no, Paraboy, you're not allowed to be in this game. Get out. Unique actually going to take the play, go for the push here, and will be punished for it by DKG, as they're going to lose a player there. So Unique, sitting at 8 frags currently.
That's so unfortunate.
Do lose the first one from their team. So they need to be a little bit careful here not to lose too much more, as they will be wanting to get into that top 3. The 8 kills will very much help. Paraboy's been confirmed now, finally. Uneven's got that duel happening and actually been able to knock and confirm, not just knock multiple times. Unique onto DKG here as well. Big damage on Moxon. They do need these last couple kills, and then a couple more placement points would get them straight back into the thick of things, as XQF bear out in 5th.
Certainly is. DKG now getting pushed on by Kitsune from Team Unique. He's pretty alone as Moxon, but he's got cover. Mad GG manages to stop the aggression and save his buddy. The Mega boys are firing back onto DKG as well. This is all going Cloud9's way right now. They'll be listening to these fights rain out and even chiming in a little bit. You managed to pick up Yasha. That's going to be a point for them, and Team Unique eliminated. Now we have Cloud9, DKG, and Mega all in the top 3. Cloud9 now rolling out of their compound. They've chosen this as the time for them to start moving and start taking some ground inside these final circles.
I mean, this could be a Cloud9 win. This could be the first North American victory here so far in PEC. They've got 4 players up. DKG are down to 3.
Oh, that's a big nade too.
That is a ridiculously good pair of nades from C9. Beowulf and Percocet both find knocks onto DKG players.
They do. That is 2 players down from DKG. One bleeding out on the deck, ways away. He won't be picked up. And the confirm comes out from Uneven's nade onto Mad GG, leaving Mega with 1, DKG with 2. Mega now eliminated by the zone. It is a Cloud9 face-off versus DKG. Moxon's in the bin. He's not going to be able to get picked up. He's just there for information at the moment. Crazy has a lot of work to do from this position. I don't know if he's been spotted.
He does have all of C9 bearing down on him, though. Does have a bit of a chance to grab some quick loot from his teammate behind him, but so much to do as DKG's other player, Moxon, does go down, so that leaves just the 2. Cloud9 looking very good to get themselves a win here. It would be 8 kills if they can manage it, which is not the highest win that we will have seen if they pull it off, but it's still a win. And given that they've been placing in the top 5 consistently so far, that would be a very good thing for them.
Yeah, Molotovs start to rain out to try and deny some space, find some information. They have managed to pick up one of the players' positions. Just waiting for the first mistake to come out. Cloud9 being very disciplined here. DKG, the zone is at their back. They're not in the best position. They're going to have to start taking a few little ticks of that zone as it comes in. So you can see Crazy, he's biding his time. He needs to wait for these Cloud9 players to crest the hill. That's the best opportunity he's going to get.
His teammates just trying to bait for him, draw Cloud9 up into the peak. That's the best chance they have. If they can isolate a 1v1 or even just a free angle for Crazy, he's going to be pushing up here. Essentially,
have to push.
They just want C9 to peek them. That's all they're looking for here. And Crazy's going to get a bit of info there, peeking up over this ruined car. Spots out a few of these C9 players, but they need to try and find these jewels, and it's a 4 versus 2 for Cloud9.
It is, and the zone is going to claim one of the players for DKG, and that will be A 4v1 now for Crazy. He manages to knock one. Percocet comes on the right side. It doesn't manage to get the kill. It's going to be a Cloud9 victory, and aren't they happy with it? Look at Uneven. He's up out of his seat. He's happy with that performance. It is fantastic work from the side of Cloud9. The first North American win on Chinese soil. Congratulations, fellas, as that's a much-needed victory for them. They're going to shoot themselves up the rankings with those 16 placement points.
Yeah, 8 kills to go with that one as well, so 24-pointer in total. So not the highest scoring win that we've had thus far, but nonetheless, it's a win for Cloud9.